have newly released video by the Defense Department showing footage of the raid that brought the ISIS murdering terrorist al-Baghdadi to justice. Look at your screen. You have separate aerial videos of the operations at the compound on Saturday. We're also learning, by the way, tonight that 6 ISIS members died in that raid, including the likely successor and, of course, the chief spokesman. According to the Pentagon, al-Baghdadi crawled into, these guys are amazing, crawled into a hole with his 2 small children and blew himself and them up. And as President Trump explained, Baghdadi's identity was confirmed by a DNA test conducted right there on site. The president also tweeted today a viral image of him putting a fictional Medal of Honor on the heroic dog that took part in this raid. Tonight, we want to just take 1 second, and we owe a big thanks to our amazing special forces. You guys are unbelievable, the best of the best. To the president for making the courageous decision, to the brave patriots, the ones that I always delineate between the corrupt, those that abuse the powerful tools of intelligence, the 99% of our intel community that protect us, put their lives on the line, keep us safe. They would never abuse the powerful tools of intelligence that we entrust with them or turn them on the American people. Because the world's most wanted terrorist has been brought to justice, and the ISIS caliphate has been destroyed because Donald Trump took off the handcuffs, the rules of engagement. Al-Baghdadi's death is a sick reminder that evil exists. We've seen it throughout history. It tells us all about it. We saw the destruction in Syria, the torture, the mass murder, the killing of journalists, workers like James Foley and Kayla Mueller, along with numerous terror attacks, nearly wiping out the Yazidis, taking women and children as sex slaves. And tonight, even though anti-Trump deranged media mob, they're reacting to another President Trump accomplishment with their predictable rage and hysteria, like the Washington Post calling the terror leader the austere religious scholar dies at 48. Even if the president cured cancer, as I said, they didn't want to impeach him for curing cancer. But I want us, we the American people, to remember how blessed we are to live in the United States of America and have the best military force on the face of this earth, the best intelligence officials on the face of this earth. And remember, we are a country that stands for freedom, prosperity around the world. We are the shining city on a hill that Reagan talked about that believes in truth and justice. There's never been a country in the history of mankind that has used their tremendous power and resources for the advancement of the human condition more than the United States of America, abused it less, that power, than the United States of America. That's why we pray for these brave men and women overseas, stand strong against the war against terror and the war and evil in our time. Here with reaction to this and this impeachment, madness, we have Fox News contributors Tammy Bruce, Charlie Hurt, and America First Action Senior Advisor Sean Spicer. Sean, we'll start with you. What we know Schiff is compromised. We know he's corrupt. We know he's a congenital liar. We know that he's a fact witness. How does he get to run this witch hunt?
Well, because I think that it's the tail that's wagging the dog here. Pelosi, as you pointed out, she's got to assuage this far-left, socialist, progressive, Alexandria Ocasio part of the party. And so she's got to figure out a way to do that. And Schiff is the one person that I think is seen by the left as 100% focused on going after Donald Trump, no matter where the facts lead. I do have to say one thing, Sean, and I praise you for pointing out the successful military operation. What really saddens me right now is that this weekend was a huge victory, not just for our country, but the entire world. And the president's decision to move forward with that mission has been undermined by this political theater that's going on. And that's a shame, because it was a huge victory, not just for this president, but for this country, for the world. And we should have had time to praise the men and women of the armed services, as you just did,